Okay, so we were supposed to record, actually not supposed to, we recorded and edited, as a matter of fact, a video about the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray. It's going to be our first video of the offseason. It was going to be amazing. It was going to be, a great way to kick it off, talking about how the Cardinals have been playing better without Kyler Murray and how seemingly the Kyler Murray era in Arizona was over, and how basically, trade Kyler Murray. That was my personal opinion, not releasing him, that's just unnecessary money off the books. Maybe you can at least find something else for it. But like a week or two after we recorded it, it is now already rendered useless and we cannot put it out. Kyler Murray has been released by the Arizona Cardinals. Now, to me personally, this has a lot of personal feelings towards it. I am a big Kyler Murray fan. I was a Kyler Murray fan when he was in high school. When he was at Allen, he was a mythical creature. The way they talked about him at Allen. He went to Oklahoma. He's the reason why I was an Oklahoma fan throughout the Baker era, Jalen Hurts, all that, because of Kyler Murray. And I know the big question that everyone wants to ask. It's the big question everyone asks when any situation like this happens. Whose fault is it? Who's at fault? Who really sold all this? And in this situation, I think it's a genuine mix of both Arizona and Kyler Murray just not meshing at all. Kyler Murray would ask for this and that, and Arizona would sometimes give it to him, and when they did, it somehow still didn't work out. Arizona had a little flash in the bucket 2020 season where things were kind of working out, things were kind of okay, things were electric. Obviously they had the Murray miracle, whatever they called it, with DeAndre Hopkins. And Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins was a duo that worked. And I personally think it's a duo that worked for a reason, because DeAndre Hopkins is a jump ball guy, and that kind of just works with a guy like Kyler Murray, who I would put in the Russell Wilson type box, where it's short quarterbacks who high arcing passes. You're going to have to roll out the pocket if you want a good bullet pass, or if you're really going to get a deep bomb from these guys. But basically, Kyler Murray, I believe he just needed tall jump ball receivers. He got Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that was great. I don't know why they tried the Hollywood Brown as Murray's wide receiver one. That never crossed my mind as a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea for quarterbacks like Kyler, to have short wide receivers who aren't necessarily insane speedsters, who aren't necessarily deep threats, because at the end of the day, Kyler Murray is too short to really hit a route mechanic, a real route mechanic, for real, if you get what I'm saying. If you're catching my drift. But no, the Kyler Murray era in Arizona is over. And where do I think Kyler Murray is headed? I honestly don't know. Kyler Murray can't really be a backup quarterback in this league. It's weird to say, because he's obviously better than most backups, but that's as a starter. That's as a team who is built around Kyler Murray. A team has to make an effort to build a team around Kyler Murray to maximize Kyler Murray. If you just have him backup, you can't really just plug him into any offense and it works. Like if it's like a play action type of offense, that I guess that can work for Kyler, but it's not going to be the best Kyler Murray, you're going to get if it's a run heavy offense, but let's say we plug him into Baltimore's offense, I say, hey, maybe that partnership could work a little bit. But I mean, again, Lamar Jackson, he can see above the line of scrimmage. And it's just that, really. It's just Kyler Murray being 5'9" that really holds him back in a lot of situations. But now that he's out of Arizona, what does Arizona do? We talk a lot about Kyler Murray. For Kyler Murray, I really think he's probably going to get somewhere like the Jets, maybe Atlanta, maybe New Orleans. Maybe New Orleans they just pulled the trigger, because people are looking to get Spencer Rattler, I guess. New Orleans looking to get rid of Spencer Rattler. So maybe Kyler goes there, sits behind Shog. I don't know. But wherever Kyler goes, I don't really know if it's going to be the most exciting season for that. But for Arizona, now they're in a particular situation, because at first I didn't think that drafting a quarterback was possible for them, because they have Kyler Murray and he's getting a lot of money. But now that Kyler Murray's gone, it seems like they probably should draft a quarterback. And if they're not trading up, they could possibly reach for a Ty Simpson, I guess. Maybe find a guy who's available in the second round. I'm a big fan of, you know, drafting a guy in the 4th or 5th round and just seeing what happens, because in a draft class like this where it's Fernando Mendoza and then everybody else they might succeed, they might be okay in the league. You know, it's really up in the air. It's a lot of quarterback talents, and maybe it's just because I watched a lot more college football this year than I did in the past. But there's a lot of talents, just not a lot of NFL ready prospects that you're looking at and you're like, all right, yeah, this is it. This is the move. I do think Arizona, which I did say in the Cardinals video that me and Oseji recorded, I did say that maybe, you know, talking to Cleveland for a quarterback, maybe, you know, Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders obviously are not staying on the same roster for past this next season. That's not going to be a thing. You don't have two quarterbacks virtually the same age, virtually both mysteries as to how talented they truly are. You're not going to keep both of them on the roster. That's just, you have two quarterbacks, you have zero quarterbacks. That's always the saying. That's always how it's been. So I'm a big fan of Arizona, whether it's going out and getting Shadur, going out and getting Dylan Gabriel, either one of those, taking that off Cleveland's hands. Maybe go get Spencer Rattler now that he's available. But honestly, I say Arizona, be a little experimental, I guess. I don't know. Be like question what's, you know, maybe find a quarterback for cheap, because that go a long way. That can go a long way with helping the team out. You know, maybe find a quarterback for a low price. That could work out. And I mean, I really don't think Arizona's in much of a rush, because the team as a whole isn't good. The team as a whole is already bad. So we don't have to front that with, oh, Arizona needs to find a quarterback immediately. No, they don't. Hey, a good quarterback isn't saving Arizona. So in reality, I think they could take their time, build a team, and then bring in a quarterback, which is proven to work. That is proven to work in multiple situations. Bringing in a quarterback into a good situation. I don't know why that's not the philosophy around the league. Is don't draft your quarterback first and then try to build around them, because there's a 80% chance you just ruin the quarterback. But, you know, build a team that is good to compete, and then draft a quarterback or bring in a young quarterback in there. You know, the Brock Purdy method, you know, that works out for teams. Jalen Hurts, we see that building a great team around a quarterback, hey, that just wins football games. Sam Darnold, maybe I'm crazy, but maybe we should just start building teams before we get quarterbacks. So I think Arizona's in a unique situation where they can do that, and they should do that, because they don't have many other options besides doing that, unless you wait for an Arch Manning next year, which at this point in time, it isn't confirmed. You know, I mean, there's still Arch Manning glaze, obviously, but the glaze has gone down tremendously. So maybe you don't draft Arch Manning, but other than that, I don't really know what Arizona does. Besides wait until there's maybe a great quarterback prospect, or find one right now, try to build one right now. I mean, you have only so many years of Marvin Harrison Jr. and Marvin Harrison Jr., Justin Jefferson situation with him. And hey, Justin Jefferson has been in and out, trade talks, people saying that, oh, he should get traded, he shouldn't get traded, maybe he should stay, he shouldn't. So I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be in that same situation. You know, he's going to have on and off years, because he's going to have different quarterbacks in. Some quarterbacks may play good, some may not. But either way it goes, build a good defense in Arizona. That's very possible to just keep trying to build. The Kyler Murray era in Arizona is completely over. It's confirmed. Where does Kyler Murray go again? Who knows? He's going somewhere, obviously. Kyler Murray isn't going to sit in free agency, but he's going somewhere. But where? No idea. But anyways, that's really all I got about this. Just came on here to try and fix that, because we made an entire video talking about Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, what they should do. And I had this whole little chart of, where he should get traded to, what piece we should get up. You know, we said you had an argument, and then next thing you know, he's not even on the roster anymore. And that entire video is not only outdated, it is nullified. It cannot be uploaded in the state that it's in right now. So I made this video. I'm probably uploading it tomorrow, or in this case, the 4th. So you'll be watching it then. If you like the video, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, GU and Jones, where we talk about football at the college and the pro. And other than that, you know, let us know down below. What do you think about this whole Kyler Murray situation? Where do you think Kyler Murray should go? Where do you think Kyler Murray should be signed in free agency? Does your team need Kyler Murray? With that, it's Jones only, and I'm signing out.
I'm up with the birds, did. I'm on my shit with precision. and you see what the difference is. Peter, I bet this shit about the Benjamins. Cartier on my wrist for the cold nights. I'm a P only key for the